The house is silent. The world outside has succumbed to the quiet night. And in this sacred site of recuperation, you are to be rejuvenating, dreaming, healing. But then it comes, that soothing, soft, but insistent call from within. Your body murmurs low, and you understand the way you must proceed. The one from the warmth of your blankets to the cold of the floor, along the darkened hall. And as you make your way back to bed, you don't just feel the disruption of your sleep. You feel something more profound, a sense of frustration perhaps, a longing for the uninterrupted, deep, and blissful sleep you remember. A feeling that your own body, this vessel that has carried you through a lifetime of experiences, is somehow betraying you in the most peaceful hours of the night. If this quiet, nightly pilgrimage feels familiar to you, I want you to know something. Right here, right now, you are not alone. And more importantly, you are not powerless. This journey isn't just a symptom of getting older. It is a conversation your body's trying to have with you. And today, you are going to learn how to answer it. Not with complicated processes or toxic chemicals, but with the simple, deep wisdom that's already available to you in your own kitchen. Welcome. Today we are not merely discussing food. We are discussing the healing of your nights. We are discussing the rebirth of your peace. We are exploring 5 powerful, yet humble vegetables that can naturally help reduce nighttime urination and boost your bladder health, especially for those of us in our golden years. This is a story of empowerment, a story of listening to our bodies, and a story of finding strength in the simplest of places. So take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let's begin this journey together. First, let's understand what we are truly talking about. The medical world calls it nocturia, but we will call it what it is: a thief of sleep, a disruptor of peace. It's the condition of waking up 1, 2, 3, or even more times during the night to urinate. And while it's common, it should never be dismissed as simply normal. Because deep, restorative sleep isn't a luxury. It is a biological necessity. It is the foundation of our mood, our energy, our memory, and our overall vitality. When our sleep is fractured, everything else begins to feel a little bit harder. The reasons for this nightly disruption can be many. Changes in hormone production, an enlarged prostate in men, or a weakening of the bladder muscles and pelvic floor. But there is another significant factor, one that we have remarkable control over: inflammation and nutrient deficiencies. Our modern diet, often filled with processed foods, excessive salt and sugar, can create a state of chronic, low-grade inflammation throughout the body, and the bladder is no exception. An irritated bladder is an overactive bladder. It's like a nervous guest at a party, constantly fidgeting and needing attention. But what if we could soothe it? What if we could give our bladder the exact nutrients it needs to be calm, strong, and resilient? That is where the magic of nature's pharmacy comes in. We are going to start with our first powerful ally, a vegetable so common we often overlook its incredible power. Our first vegetable is the vibrant, beautiful bell pepper. Think of the bell pepper not as a vegetable, but as a master mason for your body. Red, yellow, orange, green. Each color is like a different tool in its toolkit, but they all share one spectacular gift: an incredible wealth of vitamin C. Now, when we think of vitamin C, we usually think of fighting off a cold, but its role in our body is far more architectural. Vitamin C is essential for producing collagen. And what is collagen? It is the scaffolding of our body. It is the protein that gives structure, strength, and elasticity to our skin, our bones, our blood vessels, and yes, to the delicate tissues of our bladder wall and urinary tract. Think of your bladder as a beautifully woven basket. With use over time, some of the weavings weaken a bit, lose a little of their suppleness. Vitamin C, in supporting the production of strong, healthy collagen, is like a skilled artisan getting in there and reweaving that basket so it's stronger, more pliable, and better able to contain its contents without leakage or constant strain. When the tissues of your bladder and urethra are strong and healthy, they are better able to support the function of urination, closing properly, and preventing those little leaks or the constant feeling of urgency. A study published in the Urology Journal found that higher intakes of vitamin C were associated with less urinary storage problems, like urgency and frequency. The beauty of bell peppers, especially the red and yellow varieties, is that they are one of the most potent sources of vitamin C on the planet, even more so than oranges. And unlike citrus fruits, they are wonderfully low in acid, which is crucial. Acidic foods can be a major irritant for a sensitive bladder. So bell peppers offer this incredible strengthening benefit without the risk of irritation. How do you invite this master mason into your life? It's wonderfully simple. Slice them up and eat them raw with a healthy dip like hummus. The crunch, the sweetness, it's a delight. Or, my favorite way, roast them. Roasting brings out their natural sweetness and makes them incredibly tender. Drizzle them with a little olive oil, roast until they are soft and slightly caramelized, and add them to salads, pastas, or enjoy them as a simple, elegant side dish. You are not just eating a vegetable. You are consciously rebuilding and strengthening your body from the inside out. Let's move on to our second gentle giant, the comforting sweet potato. If the bell pepper is the mason, the sweet potato is the gentle river guide. Its primary role is to help manage the flow of fluids in your body with grace and wisdom, thanks to its extraordinary potassium content. Many of us have been told to reduce our salt intake, and for good reason. A high sodium diet causes our body to retain water. This excess fluid has to go somewhere, and often, as we lie down to sleep, gravity allows that fluid that was pooled in our legs and ankles to re-enter our bloodstream. The kidneys get to work filtering it, and before you know it, your bladder is full again, sounding the alarm. Potassium is sodium's natural counterpart. It is the other side of the seesaw. It helps the body to efficiently flush out excess sodium and maintain a healthy fluid balance. Think of it this way. Sodium tells your body to hold on to water, while potassium gives it gentle permission to let it go at the right time, during the day, not in the middle of the night. But the sweet potato's gifts don't stop there. Its brilliant orange flesh is a sign of its richness in beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant that our body converts to vitamin A. Antioxidants are the peacekeepers of our system. They travel through our body and neutralize free radicals, the unstable molecules that cause cellular damage and inflammation. By calming inflammation in the bladder lining, the sweet potato helps to soothe that nervous guest we talked about earlier, promoting a state of calm and reducing that nagging sense of urgency. Incorporating sweet potatoes feels less like a prescription and more like a warm hug. A simple baked sweet potato, skin and all, is a powerhouse of fiber and nutrients. Mash it with a little cinnamon or a touch of butter. Cube it and roast it alongside your bell peppers. You can even make a creamy, velvety sweet potato soup. It's a food of profound comfort, and knowing that it's also working to bring you peaceful nights makes it all the more satisfying. I wonder, as we talk about these simple natural foods, if a certain memory or a favorite recipe comes to mind for you. Food is so deeply connected to our lives, our families, and our sense of well-being. If you have a moment, I would be so honored if you shared a thought in the comments below. Your wisdom, your experience, could be a ray of light for someone else on this very same journey. It is in sharing our stories that we build a community of support and understanding. Now for our third ally, a tiny seed with a colossal impact, the pumpkin seed. At times, the most potent power exists in the smallest of packages, and that's particularly true for pumpkin seeds. Consider these lowly seeds the wise old guardian of your muscular system, being very mindful of one very crucial muscle that you don't often consider, your bladder. Your bladder is not a passive bag. It is a muscular organ, a detrusor muscle, that needs to be able to contract to empty and, just as importantly, relax to fill. Many issues with urinary frequency and urgency come from a muscle that is too tense, too weak, or uncoordinated. And one of the most critical minerals for healthy muscle function is magnesium. Magnesium is referred to as the relaxation mineral. Each muscle in your body, from your heart to your biceps to your bladder, requires magnesium to let go and relax after contracting. Not having enough magnesium can result in cramps, spasms, and tension. In the bladder, this can result in spasms that produce a false sensation of urgency, giving you the sensation of needing to go, even when your bladder's not really full. Pumpkin seeds are one of nature's most concentrated sources of magnesium. A small handful a day can provide a significant portion of your daily needs. Studies, including one in the Journal of Traditional and Complementary Medicine, have shown that pumpkin seed extract can significantly reduce the symptoms of an overactive bladder. The researchers believe this is due to the synergistic effects of the magnesium and other unique compounds found in the seeds. This one might seem counterintuitive. A cucumber is over 95% water. Wouldn't that just make you go to the bathroom more? It's a logical question, but the secret of the cucumber lies not just in its water content, but in its unique properties, and most importantly, in when you eat it. Think of the cucumber as a cool, soothing balm for your insides. Firstly, cucumbers contain unique anti-inflammatory compounds called flavonoids and tannins, which work to reduce unwanted irritation in the body, including the bladder. A calm bladder is a happy bladder. Secondly, and perhaps most importantly, cucumbers are a source of silica. Silica is a trace mineral that is absolutely vital for the health of our connective tissues. Remember our discussion about collagen with bell peppers? Silica is a key cofactor in collagen synthesis. It helps to build and repair the tissues that give your bladder its strength and elasticity. So much like the bell pepper, the cucumber contributes to the structural integrity of your urinary system. Now for the crucial part, timing. The strategy here is not to avoid hydration. It's to hydrate intelligently. By enjoying water-rich, nutrient-dense foods like cucumber earlier in the day, say in a salad for lunch or as an afternoon snack, you provide your body with the hydration and nutrients it needs to function well. This allows your system to process the fluids throughout the afternoon, so by the time you are winding down for bed, your bladder is calm, nourished, and not overwhelmed. The goal isn't to go to bed thirsty. The goal is to front-load your hydration. A slice of cucumber in your water during the day, a refreshing cucumber salad at lunch. These are wonderful ways to get its benefits. Then, in the 2 to 3 hours before sleep, you can taper off your fluid intake. This simple rhythm, this mindful timing, can make a world of difference. You are working with your body's natural cycles, not against them. So there we have them. 5 powerful, everyday vegetables. The bell pepper, our master mason. The sweet potato, our gentle river guide. The pumpkin seed, our wise muscle caretaker. The leafy greens, our quiet guardians. And the cucumber, our soothing, cooling balm. Everyone provides a unique offering. Each one is a gentle, earthly action you can take, beginning today to reclaim your evenings and nourish your body in a kind, loving manner. If this conversation, this exploration of the pharmacy of nature, has given you any sense of hope or inspiration for something new to attempt, I would be ever so thankful if you would express your support by leaving this video a like. And if you wish to join our community for more conversations like this, conversations filled with warmth, wisdom, and practical support for a vibrant life at any age, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are building a special space here, and we would love for you to be a part of it. Remember, this is not about a restrictive diet or a magic cure. It is about an invitation to see the food on your plate not just as fuel, but as information, as medicine, as a form of self-respect. It's about making small, consistent choices that, over time, add up to profound change. The quiet of the night is calling to you once again, but this time, imagine it differently. Imagine settling into your bed with a sense of calm confidence. Imagine your body nourished and at peace. Imagine sinking into a deep, uninterrupted sleep, the kind that truly restores your soul. And waking up in the morning, not to the memory of multiple interruptions, but to the gentle light of a new day, feeling refreshed, clear, and ready for whatever beauty that day holds. This peace is not a distant dream. It is within your reach. It begins with a single choice, a single meal, a single act of kindness to the body that has carried you so far. Be well, be kind to yourself, and sleep deeply. Furthermore, pumpkin seeds are also rich in zinc, another vital mineral for urinary health, particularly for men. Zinc plays a crucial role in maintaining prostate health. An enlarged prostate can press on the urethra, obstructing the flow of urine and preventing the bladder from emptying completely. This leads to more frequent trips to the bathroom. Ensuring adequate zinc intake is a key strategy for supporting long-term prostate health. How do you use these little powerhouses? It couldn't be easier. Buy them raw and unsalted. You can toast them gently in a dry pan for a few minutes to enhance their nutty flavor. Sprinkle them on your salads, add them to your morning oatmeal or yogurt, or simply enjoy a small handful as a snack in the afternoon. It is such a simple, satisfying act. A small choice that sends a powerful message of support to your body's deepest muscular workings, promising it the peace and relaxation it needs to function properly through the night. Our fourth powerful vegetable is a whole family of them. Dark leafy greens. I'm talking about spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and collard greens. If our other vegetables were specialists, think of leafy greens as the quiet guardians of your entire system. They are the bedrock of nutritional health, and their benefits for your bladder are both direct and profound. Like pumpkin seeds, these greens are bursting with magnesium, the relaxation mineral. A diet rich in leafy greens helps to ensure your bladder muscle stays calm and coordinated. But their power extends far beyond that. They are loaded with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds that work to protect every cell in your body. Imagine your body as a bustling city. Inflammation is like traffic, noise, and pollution. It clogs up the streets, makes communication difficult, and puts stress on everyone. Leafy greens are like a team of dedicated city planners and park keepers. They clean the streets, create beautiful green spaces, and reduce the overall stress on the system, allowing everything to function more smoothly, including your urinary system. Now, some of you may have heard that greens like spinach are high in oxalates, which can be a concern for kidney stones in susceptible individuals. This is a valid point, but it's important to put it in context. For most people, the benefits far outweigh the risks, and there is a very simple solution. Cook them. Steaming, sautéing, or wilting your greens in a soup can cut way down on their oxalate levels while increasing their nutrients, such as magnesium, making them even more bioavailable. So how do you incorporate these protectors into your life? It's simpler than you might imagine. Throw a handful of spinach into your morning smoothie. You won't even notice it, but your body will. Sauté some kale with garlic and olive oil for a quick and delicious side dish. Add chopped Swiss chard to your soups, stews, and sauces. By making these greens a regular feature on your plate, you are not just targeting one issue. You are elevating your entire state of health, creating a body that is less inflamed, better nourished, and more resilient from head to toe. And finally, our fifth surprising and refreshing ally, the humble cucumber.